Итак, мы рады приветствовать Londonbeat. Переходим на английский.
Сразу после концерта.
Да.
Right after the show.
Hot and sweaty.
Hot.
How are you? And how do you like
How was the show?
How was the show? Yeah.
Hot.
What do you think?
Hot.
It was steaming.
It was kicking.
hot.
Yeah,
Hot.
you always try and give your best. You enjoy it. Tonight was amazing. It's like
great crowd.
Great
wonderful
crowd.
crowd.
So
yeah.
we've been how many times before to Odessa?
About 3.
This may be the fourth time,
First time.
Oh,
and the fourth time is the best. So
Always on summer.
how was the summer?
Always on
Always
summer.
on
All
summer.
4 times on summer.
We came a couple of winter times.
A couple of winter times. I think one summer gig we did
One summer.
outdoors. I think it was. It's been a while since we were last here, but it gets better and better every time.
Yeah. The crowd was so good tonight.
The songs that crowd danced the best. And singing along.
God, I don't know.
Well, we're humble.
Don't be humble.
I guess-
No, we're humble
Musicians
by
can't be
that.
humble.
When
I
you
guess
do-
because they know thinking about you the best.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's important to enjoy what you do for a living. Many people in the world don't have the opportunity to enjoy what they do for a living. To do what you love and make your living from it is a blessing, and we're happy about that. We're thankful.
Can you name your favorite performance of the group? Your favorite all over the years?
Favorite performance?
Yeah.
Performance.
Oh,
Where it was?
one of the most important ones we've ever done was the Nelson Mandela Day.
Oh.
Mandela, yeah.
Oh.
Nelson
Yeah, yeah.
Mandela Day at Wembley Stadium in London. Everybody whose name you could recognize was there performing on this show, and it was one of the most
Memorable.
a life-changing event for us. Once again in London, we did Prince's Trust
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
for Prince Charles. And once again, we were next to Tina Turner, with Paul McCartney,
That's a good
Phil
show.
Collins. A big show. Went for 3 days, huh?
Yes.
Good lineup.
And it was just a wonderful experience, which you take for the rest of your life. You know,
Yeah.
something to remember.
For real.
How can you explain the popularity of Eurodance in 90s? I mean, so many groups like you and Mr. President and Hathaway and many more.
Yeah.
What was the secret? Why Eurodance was so popular?
You sing from here and you connect with your audience. If you don't do that, then the thing about audiences, right? They're very clued up. They know when you're faking it. They know that, well, you are thinking, right, I've got about 10 more minutes and then I'm out of here. Is that you can't get us off the stage because we just want to be so involved.
You know, people, the audience, is the word connect is the one that matters the most. If you connect, you can make them laugh, you can make them cry,
Yeah.
but you gotta make them feel something. And if you can do that, you have your best chance of having a good reception from your audience. That's very important.
Very much. And music transcends languages, race, politics. Music transcends all of that.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to be on this side.
When you can communicate with people,
Yes.
the melodies and the lyrics, everyone can relate to that particular song. Everybody has a story about thinking about you.
Yeah.
They come to you and they say, I met my wife, I had my first child, There's so many memories from a simple, memorable lyric that you sing with truth and emotion and feeling.
Yes.
So
It could be anything, you know. I was listening to your song when my car broke down. Anything, something, as long as it's something.
And one of the a lot of times we meet, right? Guys and women who say, do you know that you helped me to graduate? You helped me to pass my exams. I was listening to your songs and I thought, great. And I went, sat my exams and I passed. Right?
one of the most embarrassing times, actually, with that song in mind, was we just done a performance and a young lady came up to me and said, "You got me pregnant." And I'm like, what the? I said, "Excuse me, I don't even know you."
Remember you.
Wow, what the hell was that? So it turns out that she had been having problems getting pregnant, this lady, with her husband. And she said, we heard that song and we went straight home. And then 9 months later,
Careful, you're steaming my glasses.
so yeah, you had, oh no, not again. So yeah, that was the story. She had to explain herself, but it was just funny that she came up to me and said, "You got me pregnant with that song." So anyway, yeah, funny story.
Yeah, it's a cool story.
What kind of music do you listen when you rest? When you're at home and driving the car?
You get 3 different answers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm waiting for them.
No, because like I like jazz. I love jazz. I love salsa music or South American music. I love soca music, calypso and stuff. And of course I like reggae as well. Yeah. So it's about what mood I'm in. I love classical music. I'd be very quiet listening to my, and just getting myself somewhere up in the clouds up there.
Find out there's only 3 kinds of music: R and B. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, go with him. I had a long list like this, but I'll stick with that one. Yeah. It's across the board. I'm a producer as well. We do our music. But
Go on.
It's all that. It's
true. It's true. It's true.
So I listen to future bass, drum and bass, reggae, but it goes back to jazz. I listen to a lot of classical music. I believe good pop music is derived out of classical music.
Yeah.
That's hundreds of years old.
Yeah.
So we're not writing anything new. But I believe pop music has become so simplified that we have to, the melodies are very important. Yeah. The lyrics are very important. The stories. Yeah. So I listen to a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah. So like I said, we've got 3 different stories, but the most important music is R&B.
What about other genre of music? You and Mr. President became popular in 90s, and Ottawan, they became popular in 80s. Mm-hmm. And this is disco stuff. What do you think about disco? Do you listen to it?
One of our favorite groups, the Bee Gees. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
One of the biggest disco songs ever.
Yeah.
But the thing is like disco it had its own style and it had its own following. Mm-hmm. It's like if you like the Beatles, everybody dressed accordingly.
But the one thing that's constant to all of these musics that we're talking about, all these different genres of music, is there's a melody. Mm-hmm. There are words or something about the lyric, something that people can feel, they connect with, and it stays with them. Okay, you can have your loops and your 4 in the floor stuff, and people will jump around on the dance floor over it. But 5 years later, it's the song that people remember, and that's a glorious thing. Even now, I mean, we talk about DJs and who are producing music. We talk about Calvin Harris. We talk about
David Guetta, Avicii. God rest his soul.
Wake me up when it's all over. It's a melody. It's a strong melody. Yeah. And the words are something that you think, if you listen more closely, it pulls you into something that you connect with. And that's what you remember 5-10 years down the road. And that's hopefully what we're a part of. That.
You travel a lot. Can you name a favorite country or favorite city
where we like to?
Not only performing, maybe like a tourist.
You've ever been to,
Oh my God, there's so many.
I like that country where I met that girl.
You mean the whole world?
Let's speak about it.
Was it Sydney or New York?
What's for breakfast?
The thing is like discovering this side of the world, this part of the world, was enshrouded. And so we were always hearing rumors about what Eastern Europe is like, what how the people related and stuff like that. But once we came, once we made that input, we found that like, wow, I could be in New York. Oh, I could be in London. Because everyone relates almost the same way to a piece of music that makes you feel good. So places like the Ukraine, because we came here quite a lot. Yeah. And also Estonia, Poland, you know, there are certain parts of that particular country that makes you go, yeah.
Okay. You know what? I'll put this forward. My current favorite city in the world would be Monte Carlo, because that's where I met my future wife.
That's good.
Okay, that's a good place.
Oh.
Something was happening, and it was good.
Best city in the world.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Favorite one.
That's a tough one. Did you know?
Odessa.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were thinking
good.
about this.
I was gonna say
answer.
I'm a sucker for boats. I love. We were
Boats,
talking about
right?
earlier.
Yeah.
I love boats. So when we drove in, and I saw the harbour with the boats, I'm like, I love you. Thank you.
I want to hug you.
I want to hug you. So yeah, I'm a sucker for boats. So Odessa's kicking.
You know what's funny about it is like we had questions about the beauty of the women in this part of the world.
Yeah.
And so you found the boats. I would stay with the women. You can take the boats.
Damn,
Because
I can take the women on the boats.
You think about the future.
There you go. That's a future planning.
It's good, man.
No, but it's absolutely Odessa, especially this time, as Jimmy was saying earlier. It's the best time for us.
Yeah.
And it still is. We have to leave tomorrow, but
It's that kind of beauty that shines from the inside, you know.
yeah.
Any human being can be physically beautiful, and yet something is not coming. Truth from the inside is not coming
Yeah,
forth.
it's just.
And
wait,
it,
my phone's ringing.
whoa.
Honey, I was just kidding. I was just kidding. I hate boats. I hate boats.
That was a joke.
hate boats. In fact, I get seasick.
All right. Hope you got an answer out of this.
That's cool.
Something you
Somewhere
can
in
use.
there. There's an answer.
You know?
By the way, your first album, Speak, was in the top 20 of the top most selling albums in the UK.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Maybe
Wow.
you forgot, but sounds of applause. How was it to feel at the top of the music world? What was that feeling when you became really popular, huge
when
popularity?
Speak came out as
Yeah.
an album, I mean, first of all, we were just happy that we had an album out, and then it started being recognized, and suddenly we were in MTV. We were being asked to be in this particular popular show, you know, whatever it was. But the beauty of it is that, for me personally, I just thought, we have an album out and people are going crazy for it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Every single song on there was like a special feel, because we had come together, and this was one of the most unlikely get-togethers.
You know, it comes back to that word, and it really has a lot of special meaning. Connecting. When you, however good fortune allows you to have that kind of global recognition, it's really just about connecting, and that is the best feeling on so many levels, because finally it's about knowing that something you have done is connecting with somebody 24/7 on the other side of the globe, you know. And that's a very difficult feeling to describe. Everybody should have that feeling once in their lives, you know. That's the only thing I could wish for any other human being, to have that feeling.
Yeah.
Very, very
that
special.
you've connected.
Connection. Connect.
Yeah.
And I think the one thing is, if you can change one person's life for the better, I think that's all that matters. You don't have to change 100,000 people in some big stadium. If you meet one person that came up to you and said, "You saved my life," that we said before, you saved my life, you made this, you made that, you think, my God, thank you for the opportunity.
You got me pregnant.
Changing,
Really?
changing somebody's life can be as simple as making them dance around in the bedroom for 3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
You just taking them away from whatever bad mood they were in into something that made them feel like they wanted to dance for 3.5 minutes, and that's a beautiful thing.
And I well, for me as well, is the beauty of like being on stage, singing those songs, and then the audience is singing it back.
Yeah.
Singing along.
That's the connection.
Chapow pow.
Chapow.
Or if you're Elvis Presley, it's you know? Because if I went to an Elvis concert back when he was still alive, of course. Please.
I was still alive.
If you went to a concert of Elvis and he didn't say I want my money back. You follow what
I
I'm
was
saying?
I was in a record store in London when Thinking About You first came out. Thinking About You had just come out. Everyone was going crazy. And this one guy, that was vinyl and back in those days, a kid runs into the record store. It was like, whatever the heck the record was. Runs up to the guy and says, mate, you got that Chapow record?
Chapow record.
You got that Chapow record?
You don't care nothing about
everybody in the whole store was like, Anyway, connections.
Guys, thank you very much for the
You're
interview.
welcome.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
for this
All I
good
want to
mood.
say, I'll be thinking about you until your next show,
Thank
and
you
we're
so
waiting
much.
for you as soon as possible.
Yeah, and thank you for the
We love
good
it.
mood you create on the
you.
stage and off the stage. As
Oh,
we know
thank
now.
you,
Thank you
you.
for the good
Thank you,
atmosphere.
We feel blessed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Друзья, мы рады приветствовать легенд 80-х, легенд диска, это Ottawan. И сейчас поговорим с этой прекрасной группой. Итак, hello, we're very glad to have you here in Odessa, and we're looking forward to listen.
See you on stage.
Yeah, and to see you on stage. Is it your first time in Odessa?
Oh no, we come here many times. We've been
been
here.
here
I think
before.
this year. I think in May we've been here the last time, but we come here every year a couple of times. So yeah.
How many times really to count? More than 10 or 20?
Yeah, more than 10. I
More
think
than 10.
Around 20 times it must have been.
What is your most memorable trip to Odessa? Can you remember? Except this one,
The
actually.
most memorable. Yeah, that's hard to say. It's always
The
nice
weather's
to be-
always nice when we get
Yeah.
here. It's nice weather, nice people. So it's
Yeah. We performed in some nice clubs close to the beach, and the public is always really nice, and we always feel very welcome here. So yeah, we always love coming to Odessa. Yeah.
And you are performing today with Londonbeat also,
Yeah.
and Mr. President. Do you actually guys know each other? And if
How often you met each other?
Yeah, how often do you meet?
good. We've seen each other over the years.
Yeah, we have
know each other.
A lot
Yeah.
of shows together, so we see each other at the shows, and then we talk a little about we're actually kind of good colleagues and friends. Yeah.
So you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I know that the video of Hands Up, its acoustic version, was recorded actually in Odessa, right?
Right.
Tell me something about this.
Well, we love the city and the atmosphere, so that's why we recorded the video over here, and it was a really nice experience. Yeah. Yeah.
What about disco music? It was very popular in 80s, but it is still popular, and even now. And many popular stars, they use some disco in their songs. So tell me about your favorite disco song, not yours. What is it?
YMCA.
Not bad.
Oh,
What about
yeah, I have a lot of good disco songs from from the States that I love. I don't know, I love Shalimar. Yeah, difficult to say. Yeah, there's so many good disco songs. Yeah,
What kind of music do you listen when you rest?
Everything.
yeah, me too.
Everything. Jazz, house, everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a really great, wide kind of music that I like. So from jazz to hip hop to new wave to disco to everything. As long as it touches me, I like it. Yeah.
Do you often visit performances of other artists?
Sometimes you don't get the chance because everybody's sitting up, But if we get a little chance sometimes to look at other artists as they perform, we'll do it. But sometimes it doesn't give us an opportunity.
Exactly, we don't have enough time for that, to be honest. But if we have time, we love to look at other artists. Yeah.
What is your favorite song of Londonbeat and of Mr. President?
Ooh, Londonbeat for me is 9 a.m. the acoustic song. I love that song. And Mr. President, the big hit Coco Jumbo, of course. Yeah.
I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you. Yeah. For me, that's it. And Mr. President, the hit. Yeah.
And if to name top 3 tracks that you are constantly listening to, if there is such tracks during like 3 months, last 3 or 2 months.
Maybe the songs that you're singing.
From other people?
That we play. Ooh.
From other people that we listen to.
Yeah.
Well, I hear a lot of songs from my daughter. She plays a lot of dance music, but I don't know the titles, but I love those songs. Yeah.
Stuff from Stevie Wonder, I listen to a lot. Stuff from, I like George Michael. Mm-hmm. Stuff from him I listen to a lot. And maybe Marvin Gaye. I'll probably play those guys at least 2 or 3 times a month. Yeah.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm a David Bowie fan, and I love Stevie Wonder as well. So, I always play a lot of music from them. Yeah.
What is your daughter's favorite song of Ottawan?
I think Hello Rio. Yeah, I think so. That's also my favorite song, by the way. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Can you explain it?
The energy. The energy. When we perform it on stage, it has a special energy that I really love. Yeah.
Do you actually have any idea why disco was so popular in 80s? Why in this decade?
Why it was back then?
Yeah.
So popular. Difficult to say. What I know is that people love to... the times were more simple. People went to their work or to study. And then in the weekend, they wanted to have fun. And then they dressed themselves up and went to the disco and danced to music to forget all the worries. That's what I think.
Mm.
Yeah.
So you're about to perform today, just like in 30 minutes or even less. So what are we about to hear? All the hits?
Yeah.
Most of them.
Yeah.
Most of them.
Most of them. Yeah. Yeah.
So thank you so much. We're looking forward to
see you on stage.
See you on
Yeah.
stage.
So do we. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.